Hello, Z, here's Rosie!
Hi, I'm Noth.
Yeah! And we're playing FF16 once again, which is to say, Noth has the controller and I'm here to make quips.
I am so excited. We are going to make an KUPKA today. Side quests first.
Is that like X-Rider, or...?
No, X-Rider is cool. KUPKA is a corpse.
Awesome.
Yes. I should have done this off screen.
Want me to run an ad?
Yeah, get those 6 cents.
I got fucking nothing from running that ad last time, so I guess I got less than a cent out of that or something, because, you know, there were viewers, and it says that you still get paid for subscribers who aren't viewing the ads if they would hypothetically view the ads as non-subscribers, so...
You. Speak faster. There we go. Ah, man.
Like, I don't really care that much, I just like knowing what's up.
Yeah.
Like, if I could make a whole bunch of money with ads, you bet I would.
Yeah, I'd love to put my job in stream. I don't even want to, like, speed through this guy. Fuck it.
Eve was saying she wanted to, like, up her sub or whatever, and I'm like, look, if you want to waste money on a Rosie, there's better ways to do it that don't involve giving half of it to Twitch.
Like a coffee. Kofi or whatever the fuck. Which, do you put, like, the link to that in the descriptions of the YouTube videos?
I don't.
That might be,
I should probably do that,
idea,
yeah. I never thought about that for some reason.
I fucking hate this quest. So I gotta look all around this fucking town for this one asshole. I hope everybody's having a nice Sunday. I have tomorrow off. I hope you have tomorrow off too, if you're like actually watching the stream the day it was, the day we're streaming it.
Or in the future, you should just also have days off.
Yeah, for the record, tomorrow's Martin Luther King Day. I always on Martin Luther King Day end up thinking about the time the CIA tried to assassinate him with a psyop. That happened.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
What will surprise you is how bad of an attempt it was. So their plan was...
You're telling me that super cops are assholes and also dumb?
Yes. Damn, because I fucking hate this guy. Where is he?
Nearby, apparently.
Yeah, I just gotta find him. So, Martin Luther King Jr. was many things. Faithful to his wife was not one of them. The CIA naturally bugged anywhere and everywhere he went, including his hotel room where he was, having a good time with the groupie. Because while he was a civil rights activist, he was kind of a rock star civil rights activist in a sense. They recorded that, and then they sent a recording to him in the mail, and it was just like, Martin Luther King, kill yourself. I hope Twitch bots don't detect that, and are like, oh, hey! But yeah, they thought that this would, like, work and convince him to, off himself.
Huh?
Yeah. So what happened is that recording went to, the King family's mail because his wife checked all of that, and she was just like, what the fuck is this, and threw it away. He never even heard it.
What the fuck?
Damn it, I hate this guy. He's just running around like an asshole.
Eve says, damn, we're just going right into it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's really dumb. That wouldn't even work on me.
Yeah.
Not that I'd ever cheat on you, obviously, but...
Yeah. God damn it, I hate this quest so freaking much. Alright, here.
Does that mean the FBI started cancel culture?
They might have.
Excuse me, holy crap. Water down the wrong pipe there. And also, my webcam froze. Again. Can we just fucking not have it? It was going pretty well for a while there, and now it's just gone. Just boop. Alright. I'll become an Invisirosie for a moment here, so I can...
I'm just looking up this one.
Well, if neither of us is doing anything, maybe I should run an ad at that point. So Eve cannot watch it.
Well, yeah, I learned that in one of my history classes. That was a great professor. Okay. Find a second, just before the Southgate. Yeah, that was a good history class. I think that was the class about historical assassinations. There's the fucker. You look like Goots. I'm gonna take your hit point away.
What? He doesn't look anything like Goots.
He's big.
He's not that big.
He's big enough.
Better luck than I did.
Yeah, that class was great. We talked about the assassination of Julius Caesar and how he kind of had like a smear job performed on him after the fact, where he's like, you know, Caesar, the great tyrant. Thank God the senators like killed him. What did he want to do? Oh, redistribute wealth. Oh, yeah. I ended up writing my paper, like a big research paper on that class on the assassination of civil rights leaders, kickstarting a long and happy tradition of me picking the absolute most depressing topics to write my thesis papers on. It was a good paper, too. My research, I was just, like, reading about various civil rights leaders, and then, like, you know, it's basically like, well, let me put, like, Martin Luther King's assassination into a historical context. And reading in that, it was just like, oh, this was predictable. Oh no. Yeah. Anyways, maybe we should talk about something more cheerful.
Yeah, like all the stuff that's happening in this game.
Yeah. I mean, well, killing KUPKA is going to be a very cheerful thing.
Yeah, are we gonna get to like the big blockade and shit first, or is that later?
That is later.
Okay. Let's remember more desert bullshit.
Yeah, we don't have, get off the fucking bird, Clive.
I got nothing against deserts, I just don't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's too hot. Or too cold.
Or too deadly.
I mean, both of those things can already be deadly on their own.
That's cool, the little sand twister.
Ready, go?
That reminds me of,
Barrel. Go over the barrel, bird.
we were watching Digimon Ghost Game yesterday.
Yeah.
And the bad guy was like some douche who's like angry about,
Evil snow truck.
yeah, he's an evil snow truck. And he's like freezing everything. And when you tell him to stop, he's just like, how fucking dare you? Fuck you.
You're discriminating against my obsession with ice.
It was a dumb episode.
Yeah.
Because I think the moral is supposed to be communicated. It's like, this guy literally just went straight for murder. And if you say, hey, maybe don't do that, he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you harder. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is like...
But I like murder!
They have the thing where they can go into like the Digi world, right?
Yeah.
And so they're like freezing, and then the main character's like, wait a minute, and he like uses that, like, what if we were in the desert? And he's, and the other guy's just like, that just made it sandy, not warm. And I'm just like, and then I guess that's supposed to illustrate like it wouldn't change the temperature, but I'm just like, why not try like a place that's actually warm? Like, what if we were near a volcano or something, you know?
Yeah.
To finish Hugo KUPKA.
Yes. I'm going to
Just as I
vote him
thought.
off the planet.
Then allow me to
With
share
my
a
sword.
secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Telmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Or maybe you should just hire better people.
Isn't there always?
Consider that.
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
It'd be really annoying if I have to get a third Sid.
I've lost one Sid already.
Oh my god.
If there's another, people will start to get more careless.
I'm dying. Not before KUPKA does, anyway.
So long as you're on a
Gotta
plan.
decide whether this guy is more or less of a dick than actual Claude. I mean, then again, maybe even Lubor would draw the line at like, hey, I know your dad just died, and that's his journal, but gimme.
Just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Time Stone. We played the Grand Blue demo the other day.
Oh yeah, it
That was
rules.
fun. Yeah,
Grand
it's
Blue.
very fun.
Grand Blue Relink is finally a real game that exists.
It's a real Link
It's
game.
not like another.
Look at the water once again.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
what
Holy
science
crap.
is.
Wow. It's exceptionally pretty. The particle effects are like fucking nuts. Now I gotta run back to this fucking place. Did remind me of like one little thing where I'm just like, okay, we don't need this in video games. Where like, you know, you find items there, and you gotta like press a button, and then your character will do an animation of just like reaching out and like, you know, patting the ground, and it's just like item get. It made me think of this game actually, and it's not like trying to be like this game's clearly superior, but I kind of like that I just walk up to a blue thing and it like whoop, item get.
I like that you don't have the same freaking voice clip every time, like in Xenoblade.
Yeah. What's this? This is becoming addicting. Ooh,
This
a
is becoming
shiny.
addicting. This is becoming addicting.
This is becoming repetitive.
Wasn't
Whoop.
Alcazar says voting KUPKA out of being alive is one of the most unhinged phrases I've heard, even from Noth. For future reference, he said that in the Discord while hyping up the stream.
Stick around, you'll hear better. Or worse.
So you were talking about particle effects in water. Water in games these days, and actually like a lot of things that need to have like a good randomization to the eye, but still have like, you know, structure to them. Perlin noise. It's a specific noise pattern. That's really versatile, and you can use it for like, you know, just the way that the light shines on the water, but also like the waves having just like different like configurations of that, like going up against each other. I read about it. It's really interesting. I'm unfortunately not smart enough to explain it properly, but
There we go.
I think it's super cool whenever you look at like the development of video games.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, they invented a thing, and then suddenly everything was like better in some way.
I can't remember what it was specifically, but I think Square Enix actually invented like some kind of lighting method for this game. Hello, item. See, like that. That's nice. That's a nice way to pick up items. Just like, whoop, I have it.
Because it's cool that it's not just a matter of like getting better technology to become affordable,
Yeah.
makes things look better. It's also people have to use it nicely.
Yeah, it has to be usable.
Yeah, and granted, like some things have been around for a long time, but were just never like feasible to use in real time. Like
Yeah.
how everyone's going on about ray tracing now, and I'm just like ray casting, and I'm just like, that's been around forever. It was just never a thing you could just use for that.
Yeah. I get it.
Actually, the way that shaders are used, or like normal mapping, where a lot of details you see on a model are actually a flat textures being rendered in a certain way,
Yeah.
because it tells you what the light, how the lighting works on that. You're gonna say?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what just happened there. Did that scary? I've actually been to like because we're at like, you know, this big natural hot spring kind of place. I've actually been to Yellowstone. I think that guy was gonna do and holy shit, the smell is inhumanly terrible. Yeah. So I'm just like, we're doing this, and the only thing in my head is just like, Clive must be smelling something terrible right now.
So what did it smell so bad?
The sulfur.
Ah.
Yellowstone is like a very nice, cool place. We have a camp there. My family went like cross country, and like we hit up like all the big places. Yellowstone, we went to the Grand Canyon. Fucking hated that. I would like to revisit the Grand Canyon at some point. Because then I wouldn't have, like, my mom stopping us, like, every 3 steps and be like, okay, we gotta take the Christmas photo. I'm not exaggerating. Literally, every 3 steps is a Christmas photo. And also, like, when I was there, I was just like, this is a very neat hole in the ground. As problematic as it was, the thing I found the most, like, personally fascinating was Mount Rushmore. Unfortunately, there's some history there. It's not good. There we go.
No, they put Lincoln on it, so it's fine, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Alcazar says, I know Iwata invented some innovative system just for Earthbound, which led to saving the game from cancellation. I've read something about Iwata saving Earthbound. I don't remember, like, a specific system, but just that he was, like, a good programmer.
Yeah.
So he was able to make shit happen. Because Earthbound's a really complicated game under the hood. Just for, like... There's, like, I mean, you can get shit delivered to you in that game, and that has, like, pathfinding for anywhere in the game, basically.
Jesus
There's, like, very
Christ.
few locations where it'll say, like, oh, I can't find you.
Yeah.
That failsafe exists. I've never seen it happen. Eve says Koji Fox's hands are all over these enemy names.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He was the head localizer.
Yeah.
Tell a better story than this side quest.
There's also the story about Iwata making it possible to put Kanto in Pokemon Gold and Silver. I'm not sure if that's like a one-to-one thing that really happened in that way. I think there's probably like a bunch of things that happen like in concert.
Yeah.
But a lot of history is probably is really like that, where it's just like, yeah, a whole bunch of stuff happened, and they combine into this.
Yeah, like, even real history is just, like, pouring over, like, thousands upon thousands of, like, reports, newspaper articles, journals, and piecing together what happened. Nobody was fucking there. That's why citations are so important. God, I love citations. My favorite thing to do is to open up a history book and just go to the back and be like, ha! Proof it's not bullshit. But yeah, wasn't, like, Iwata also responsible for just getting, like, Gen 1 Pokemon out the fucking door, finally?
I don't know about that. I just know of the Gen 2 story.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gen 1 was in development for a long-ass time. But video game history is interesting because you can kind of see the history getting recorded now because people have realized, like, oh, this shit's important. And you end up talking to all these people if you're a video game historian, and they all have like they're all gonna have like different things of like, oh, you want to know why that happened? That was this reason, and they'll all give a different reason. Yeah. And they're probably all true.
A lot of video game history is also oral history.
Yeah.
Just oral history is fascinating, and it's not just like, you know, Native Americans passing down myths. It's like so much of comic book history is oral history, because it's just like, you know, you can find 6 billion things about how, like, Lois Lane started off as, like, a tough-as-nails reporter, and then got, like, lady-fied in the 50s. Good fucking luck finding a scholarly source to cite. Everybody's just like, yeah, that's what happened.
Uncle.
I'm gonna go fuck him up.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
For the bar? No, I stole your money. That's how I got rich.
Wow.
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers.
Only a bit, though.
Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know?
You wore the same outfit.
Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
Can you call me Jimmy?
Well
Fucking
then,
Jimmy.
this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band.
Yeah, if Byron came with you to defeat
Till
KUPKA,
then.
he'd be too strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fight would just end as soon as
Till
it
then.
starts.
Just throw his axe and go right in a Titan's eye.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Okay, so first there's this place called Eorzea. Hear me
You
out.
can regale
This is
me
gonna
too,
sound wild.
Torgo.
They have cat people.
They cloned my dog.
Yeah. I met this person. They were really cool. They rode Torgal.
I
big
am
Torgal.
coming for you, KUPKA.
They have good crystals there.
Alcazor says I think it was a development tool at Iwata Infinite that really helped Earthbound get released on time. Okay.
No, fuck it. Let's just get in.
Yeah, are we gonna have any more time to talk about what we were talking about here?
Yes. Yeah, there's, like, this is a dungeon. We're not going straight into the big ass fight. And there is going to be a big ass fight. I am so excited. I can't get the hand of these. Seriously, KUPKA, those hands don't move. How are you?
Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Well, he cut her hands off.
I feel like gutter rat is a weird insult to use on Okay, that's just rude.
Hello?
I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me!
Thought he did.
Yeah, I was gonna say he did. He won. He succeeded in that.
If you would have triumphed had the battle continued.
Let's see.
We're gonna squirt blood at him.
You had no hands.
And
He
how
had
would
a
he have done
sword.
that without his head.
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
I'll strangle you. Wait a minute.
I mean, technically, he could probably club
You
somebody with
see,
those metal
Hugo.
fucking hands.
Yeah,
You
not
are
strangle him
weak.
though.
Then again, like, with how hard he swings, they might just come off after one blow.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope.
You don't always have
There
to
may
be a beta
yet be a
cup.
way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please,
Killed the Batman.
I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Cluck like a chicken.
Oh my god.
The heart.
First we attack the heart. Wait, sorry. Wrong medium.
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man.
You have to be a Sigma Chad.
But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo?
And by Sigma Chad, I mean a loud idiot. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Others have
And
suffered
again,
a
that's
similar
to people who think beta,
and
alpha,
still
sigma
manage to
should be
find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon.
Look, is there anyone who thinks Sigma is real, or was that always just a
Drank of
meme?
the ether
Oh.
and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta.
Man, you are getting played so hard right now.
I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Albert is just like the guy from the meme leaning up against the wall, being like, he doesn't know I cut
Run
off her
along
head.
now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
Yeah, Hugo, go towards the light, a thing that has always worked out.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Oh,
He's got purple.
the plot thickens. Sigma was hilarious because it literally proved that every other tier of manosphere bullshit model was nonsense. Absolutely it is. Like, it's such nonsense. Literally, like, the only use of, like, the term beta I've ever gotten is just, like, shorthand to discuss fictional characters. That's pretty much it. Real people, real life, it doesn't work. It smells like KUPKA. Somebody started the fun without me.
We didn't start the fun, and I'm mad about that. Does he have tentacles on his hat? He's got wiggly things.
I think those are bones.
Why would bones be wiggly?
Those are some crunchy bones.
Orcs.
They exist.
Gundamad.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Get ready for sausages.
Orcs. More like dorks.
Dorks!
So, oral history.
Are the
Yeah.
beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
I for one would love like a lot more like serious like study played to video games.
Spotted us.
They deserve it. It is, you know, the most profitable entertainment industry in history. I did see a thing the other day, and it was just like, when will video games be like treated like art? And it's just the answer I saw to that question, I agree with entirely, and it's when the people making them treat it like art instead of just like
Taken over the entire mine.
numbers on a spreadsheet. Like, the Game Awards certainly wasn't treating them like art. The companies making these things don't treat them like art.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of AAA games where you're never going to hear any stories about how they were made other than, oh god.
Yeah. Oh god, I nearly died. My spleen exploded 3 times.
Damn.
Yeah.
In different places, or did it just not get, like, fixed properly the first time?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Wait.
Alakazur says, video games are a true example of it is what you make it. That's a somewhat vague statement. I'd love to know what you mean by that. Meanwhile, door.
Door. Every time a door starts to slowly open in a video game, I've been trained to expect a monster is going to explode right through it. Fucking Cyber Demon from Doom 2016 got me on that.
Orcish Mesmerizer. I'm not sure how an orc could go around mesmerizing anyone, but...
Alright, so we're not going that way. We're going into this room.
But yeah, when it comes to the oral history of arts, it's like... it's all pretty small scale, so you're just asking individuals, as opposed to, like, you know, bigger world history where you can get tons and tons of sources.
Yeah.
So for example, you know, Michael Jackson worked on Sonic 3, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you can't ask Michael Jackson, he's dead. You can ask the guy who worked with him, you can ask the people at Sega, and then even beyond what, you know, communication they might have had with Michael Jackson, there's how did they interpret that, and what is the actual thing they will then tell the public.
Yeah.
These are all different things. You might have, like, fifth-hand information at that point. It also becomes way too easy for people to just assume things, and then, you know, that gets parroted, and then eventually someone has to point out, like, okay, where's the source on that? For example, it was, you know, timing-wise, it was really easy to say, like, oh, you know, Michael Jackson started having his big legal trouble around that time, so it won't make sense that Sega wouldn't want anything to do with him, and that's why he wasn't credited. But then I think a guy who was a big shot at Sega at the time was interviewed, and he said something like, oh, Michael didn't think that the Genesis did a good job of replicating what he wanted to make. This is most likely bullshit. Because first of all, Moonwalker existed.
Yeah.
And also, as we later found out from Brad Buxer, one of the people who worked with Michael Jackson on this, Michael Jackson agreed to do it and then almost immediately lost interest, and that's why he made his, like, writing team do it.
Ah.
Alakazur says, I just meant if you want it to be art, it will likely become art. If you want it to just be entertainment, it'll likely just become that. You can say that about anything, really.
Yeah. But what's really unfortunate, too, is, like, you know, a lot of game people are just, like, the least intellectually curious people on the fucking planet. Like, the moment you try to, like, actually, you know, treat it like art, they'll be like, shut up! Stop trying to ruin what I like!
So, like, gamers, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of loud nerds are like that, and I've kind of come to this conclusion of, like, look, you can enjoy art however you like. You know, no one can tell you that it's wrong, right? Because it's subjective. But if you open your mouth about it, you can bet your ass other people are going to have something to say in response, and then you can't be like, oh, well, why are you thinking so hard about it? Why are you thinking about it?
Yeah.
Don't say anything then.
I'm big. Those are some interesting tomb growth.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Oh, shit.
Like, not a video game, but I saw this thing earlier where some guy was having a meltdown because people said Gundam was about something, which it is. And he's like, it's just escapism, and I was just like, if it means so little, then why are you so mad about it?
Yeah.
Like, if it means so little, then you shouldn't have any problem looking at other people going like, this is very significant, and being like, alright, I'll leave those fools to what they're doing. but instead you're just really adamant. Like, you don't want anyone else to think that there's more to it. It might make your dick smaller somehow.
Parry!
People do that about Star Wars. Yeah, there you go. Wow, cool robot, but someone actually said it. Yeah,
Yes!
Exactly. I mean, that meme didn't come out of a freaking vacuum. Like, that's based on people not understanding that Gundam is about something.
Yeah, people actually going, wow, cool robot.
Or why don't Shinji get in the robot? People do. I think Shinji getting the robot is like a sort of litmus test for how much you can empathize with the character in a work. And by proxy, possibly how much you can empathize with people.
Yeah. Ow.
You know, most of the people who say that are kids. They can be excused for not having to figure out the empathy bit.
Yeah.
If you're an adult and you're seeing Shinji get in a robot, that's a warning sign.
Torgal, heal me. 5 hit points. I need it.
At the time, back in FF16, people just have this weird gatekeepiness about, like, whether or not something is allowed to be something, whether it's not, oh, you're not allowed to say anything. So then they somehow create this thing where FF16 is like, oh, well, it's not good about its themes, and it's just like, why, what does that mean? Should people, like, mail you first before they release anything to make sure you approve of what it has to say?
Yeah.
And whether it says it right?
Probably wasting my time. Yeah. Like, just, like, most people, like, God, this game is so fucking... You've been watching these streams. You know this game is fucking on the nose. Like, Clive legit... We just had a scene where Clive is like, I can't take my father's throne. I'm too busy freeing the fucking slave. Multiple scenes where people stare into the camera and be like, the powerful will never listen to us, even if it would mean saving the planet, so we just need to force them to change. Yeah. And people are like, it's just about killing God. Spoilers.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
Man, like, I have, like, seen way too many people, like, actually unironically do the wow, cool robot thing, and it's just, like, infuriating every time.
KUPKA never did do things by halves.
This, like, this game is, like, great, too, because it's, what a nice reinvigoration of Final Fantasy. Like, what an amazing story. And I have clowned on people who are like, it's betraying what the series is all about, and by that they mean, like, fucking turn-based strategy. I like turn-based strategy. The problem here is, like, if you ask somebody what they remember about a Final Fantasy, unless it's obstructive, it will never be the gameplay.
Begin.
You know, if you ask them what they remember about Final Fantasy VII, it's going to be character moments. Did it with 8, did it with 9, did it with 10. If you ask them what they remember about FF2, it's going to be like, oh yeah, the weird leveling system. It's not anything good.
God damn it. How'd he get away with that twice?
Give me again. Come on, do it. Damn it, I fucked up.
That's what the Undertaker said. To Clive Rossfield!
It's really funny, too, that these people will put, like, Sakaguchi on such a pedestal, and they're like, Sakaguchi liked the game. Or, they paid him to say that! The company he doesn't work for anymore.
There's always, like, all these layers of, like, oh, well, you know, they didn't say that, and if they did, they didn't actually mean it, and if they did, it's... They've been replaced by a lizard pod person, probably. I don't know. Like, the Gundam person was just going insane. Someone was like, what do you think about Tomino praising G-Witch? And they were like, he didn't do that! Show me a source! And they gave him the source, and it's like, that doesn't count!
That's not Tomino!
And then when they point out, like, here's your source. This is a source. I have cited it in the exact way that a source should be cited. And they're like, well, that source doesn't count. It must be a mistranslation. He didn't actually mean that. It's out of context. Like, Guilty Gear Bridget. Like, Daisuke Ishiwatari can literally just be like, no, Bridget's trans. This has always been the plan, and now because, you know, society's changed, you were able to, like, say this in a different, more explicit way. Bridget's trans. Deal with it. And then it'll just be like, he didn't mean that! That's not what he said! And if he said it's because he got infected with the woke mind virus. Literally people like fucking like, you have a fucking recording of Bridget being like, actually, I'm a girl, I decided. And then people are like, that's not what it says in the Japanese! And you get a recording of the Japanese and it does say that, and they're like, you don't even know Japanese, probably. And it's like, neither do you, man.
Yes, there we go.
You definitely don't know Japanese.
I got the parry, but because he's charging, it just puts him on, like, the opposite side of me, so nothing happened. Asshole.
And then someone made like a fake email from Arxis.
Yeah.
Like, how fucking desperate can you be? Like, what are you getting out of this? You're so terrified. You're so terrified of things existing outside of your sphere of understanding or interest.
I like that move so much, and I've not gotten it right like once.
Nice try.
At least I can still persist. Anime finish. Undertaker undertaken.
It was even the Undertaker, so.
My championship title. I've seen Elvisor's comment about Star Wars is actually about something, and it reminds me of the one guy being like, if that was true, that would mean, like, the Empire is the U.S. And someone's just like, oh, they're so close.
Yeah.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Eve says, don't let this conversation distract you from the fact that in the year 878, The Undertaker threw Clive Rossfield off Hell in a Cell and plummeted 16 films through an announcer's table.
Oh my god.
Did the orcs do this too?
No, that was just KUPKA.
There was a really bad cold that just went through the whole place.
More of them. Stay down.
I saw you coming, bitch. You stay down. I can upgrade this thing all the way. Upheaval master. Let's get this. Yeah. Raging Fists of Fury. Oh. Get out of here.
What's going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Door! I had thrown her. Oh! Neat.
I didn't realize Wraiths could have team spirit.
Alright, who's doing the fancy shit? You! Fuck you! Fuck all of you! Ow. Enough with the bravery bullshit. Woo! Cool throw. Very big.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
What's next? The dancing troupe?
Creepy dolls.
Oh my god.
Mage's sisters.
Cacabrina just shows up. Clear up. You have my undivided attention now, Rich.
I'm sure it's real happy about it.
Yeah! There we go! That's the good shit. Ow. Ow. What do you think of the enemy design in this game?
I think I like it. There's some designs that I have a hard time parsing because, you know,
The Ultima Goons?
you can't like see them up close and then they're like flailing about trying to murder you, so
Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. It's a combo move!
Too slow.
so, like, you know, this design isn't gonna stick in my head beyond, oh yeah, Scythe guy.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks from now, you can like show me a picture of this thing and be like, "What's that?" And I wouldn't be able to tell you what that's from.
Yeah, like that's like one of the problems with like, you know, quote unquote realistic graphics is like it becomes less like immediately iconic, I guess. You show me like a classic FF enemy, like an Iron Giant or whatever, and I'll immediately be like, oh yeah, that's from that one. That's what that is. Oh, that's a chandelier. Am I going the wrong way? I was going the wrong way.
There's like people who are like, oh, you know, trying to like illegitimize this game as an FF,
Yeah.
and I just love it if like future FFs would take stuff from this game so that it just kind of becomes enshrined in
Yeah.
the mythology of it.
Yeah.
You've been busy, KUPKA.
You ate the table. Took a bite out of it.
He really does chew the scenery.
Where did you go?
Where do we go? Where do we go?
Well, here, so I might as well blow the
heart.
anyways.
Torgo, get the bazooka. Wolf.
No, the bigger one.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it.
That would have been too convenient.
I'm gonna take his shit. Just looking around. because a thought occurred to me.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been really fucked up if just like
He had the box.
He had the box. It's just there, and if you see it, you know what it is, but Clive has no fucking clue.
Oh my god, that would have been so messed up.
Quite frankly, I'm surprised it's not in the game.
They need to include this game into future games lore. No, they don't. FF is an anthology series.
Yeah. Like, people are like, you know, Yoshi P said in an interview, like, oh yeah, we're pretty much done with 16. We're moving on after the DLC. People are like, oh, but like, you know, we could do more. Like, no, you can't. The story has a meaning, and it ends specifically. Like, they did not pick that that particular ending for funsies.
Yeah, the problem would be, like, if you're gonna have to be careful not to spoil anything here, I guess. But,
yeah.
like, if you made another game after this, then you're either gonna end up saying, like, oh, this struggle didn't mean anything because things are gonna be bad anyway.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna end up saying, well, oh, you know, it all worked out. It's fine now, and then
Capitalism is good, actually.
and then you know whatever happens in that sequel is something unrelated, which is, you know, how people always end up fucking forgetting about bad shit.
Yeah. Like, there's no way to do a sequel to this game that's very Final Fantasy in a way that, like, maintains the allegory.
But yeah, it'd be cool if we just started getting more dogs named Torgal or whatever, you know?
Yes.
That sort of thing.
Clive Ross building theater rhythm. Just refusing to go along with it. He would if Jill was there. Jill could get Clive to dance. Oh, right.
I've missed you so much. KUPKA!
Don't have time for you to lose your shit even more.
I swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again. What's wrong with him?
No, I can't grab your boobs again anymore with these.
Just have to motorboat.
Sup?
You got away from her. Benedicta!
Yummy.
Tastes like cherry.
I'll kill you, Roswell!
And then he just tries punching the fake Clive and he just destroys the Mother Crystal instead.
Not now.
Well, people are going to be sticking around because we are about to get to one of just the best fights in the game. Oh, we're over here now.
Yeah, he stumbled quite a ways.
Yeah. Come on, I accidentally Phoenix shift.
Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again.
Yeah, if you become E-free, you can just kick the fucking crystal over.
I don't know, I think it'd be funnier if he punted KUPKA out of the house. Yeah! What a cool shot. Tasty fire.
Taste it with my hand. I don't think it's inevitable to reference things back in FF. I mean, do you see any fucking FF13 references?
So about the optional Shadowbringer dungeons.
Do they have FF13 content?
Yeah, they have FF13 enemies, I think.
I guess FF14 can do whatever it wants, though.
Yeah. So I don't think you're ever going to be like, let's make Shiva 2 people into bike. That's probably not coming back. I laughed so hard at this initially because he still didn't have his hands. And then that happened, and I was like, oh. Now, here's my question, is if he turns back into normal Hugo, does he get the hands back there too, or who knows? But he is big and angry. Got it free! Woo! You missed! So how much of the Titan icon fight have you actually seen?
Jack shit.
Okay. You are in for a treat. So I'm pretty sure you've heard my reaction to it, and it's something else. Getting away before I finish my combo.
Eve says, I guess no on the topic of Hugo's hands because they seem to be summoned by ether, but I also doubt Clive's gonna try and find out for the sake of science and such.
Hugo, you have to turn back. I need to know about your hands. It's okay, if they come back, I'll cut them off again. Also, FF14 moves out the wazoo here. Whoop! Haha!
Eve is like, oh hey, voice of the land.
Hate that move. Fuck you! Oh, staggered, motherfucker! Oh, no. That's... Your thigh will know my hatred!
I feel like it's one big FF14 reference that Titan won't fuck off!
I got Titan into anti-level roulette, which annoyed the hell out of me. Because it wasn't the trial roulette, it was the dungeon roulette, so I got the stupid 4-person one.
Yeah, I really feel like Clive should just stand right in front of the Mother Crystal and then get out of the way when Hugo tries to punch him. It'd be really fucking funny.
Nice trick.
Tell it to Reader's Digest.
But if you can do it, then so could I!
Ow. Yeah? Hey, that's my move. Do you even left?
Eve says voice of the land is fine, just hope he doesn't do granite jail.
He tried to not Jill, but we interfered with that. Yep. Okay.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Thank you, bitch. Woo! Whoop, whoop. You missed! Oh, that one didn't. Swinging at you. Woo! You missed KUPKA again.
dodging sounds are very good. I'll do more of them then. Never mind. Dodging sound aborted.
Damn it!
Oh, well, glad we did that.
Fool. So, but when this was happening, the first time I played through this game, Rosie was downstairs, upstairs for this part, and I was playing it downstairs in the living room. And I was thinking, you know, like, man, the soundtrack for this game is fucking amazing. It's not very soaking. I'm gonna let that sit.
Eve says, Orzhov stealing Rosie's trademark whoop whoop whoop. It's not like I came up with that. I've been on some Futurama. Everyone knows that.
So Hugo actually ate the fuck.
Wait, is that cannibalism? No! This is your fault, Rossfield! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
None of those hits counted.
Where's my potions?
Torgal's open, right? Nope. Torgal is open. So that thought about it not being very soaking-y.
I don't think you even need to say anything there.
Immediately, like, before this, and then I'm pretty sure you got to hear me say, oh, like, yell out, oh, there's the soaking! I hope you can all hear the sound that the soundtrack jam onto it. This, like, blew the shit, like, this just blew me the fuck away.
Oh shit, it's the Lion King on SNES.
Boulders coming at us. Shit, and I can do this. Yeah!
That tornado's carrying a car!
Oh. Fucking up. Yeah, I just ended up blasting shit instead of trying to, like, hit my way through the ground rocks. Look at this crazy shit. He's got fucking tentacles now. Yeah, we're doing it. One of these will hit you.
Man, what a Sonic Frontiers ripoff.
Where's the innovation?
Thinking about Sonic Frontiers, and just like you finally get up to KUPKA and then suddenly, squid!
Somebody's got to edit that in.
Somehow.
Dodge!
Titan lost. Oh, it's okay, he's gone. We don't know where he is.
We win! I'm on your head, KUPKA! Like a really hot mosquito.
What?
Because he's on fire.
Oh, okay. No, I get you. I get you.
Oh shit! This one's mine.
Fucking lots of physics!
Hey, KUPKA, catch! You remember when I took your hand, KUPKA? I did it again! I'll get the other one too!
You think he grew all his tentacles as like compensation to be like, oh, look at how many appendages I have lost field.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is my headcanon.
Oh god!
Oh, right,
Oh, shit!
right. He does that. I'm gonna start with the fingers this time.
See, that's just the end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Is this not just like the coolest shit, though? Holy fuck! Look at this!
I can't even really like hear this song beyond just like the frickin' like 90s like industrial beat going on.
Oh, right. Shockwaves.
Look, it's about to just the Basement Jaxx is about to start playing. We're about to get some Fatboy Slim up in here.
Come on. Oh, you missed.
I love how I said industrial beat and then went on to name artists that are not industrial. And Rosie's not good at work, Clive.
I cannot get the finisher to come out where you hit like fireball immediately after an attack. Not getting the timing this time. Yeah, staggered, bitch.
Now you can't get to him.
No, he'll fall conveniently. See?
Oh, okay.
It's destiny. Hugo KUPKA's hands will always end up within, you know, Clive's the pain inflicting. Right, during all of that, I can bet just fireballing his face. Wait, I can just swing the platform away. God, this is so fucking cool!
Yeah, you're not controlling any of it.
No, I'm controlling this and it's fucking cool. Whoop. No.
Whoop.
Miss. There we go. I got one. There we go. I got it. I think Soken has even said in interviews, she's like, oh yeah, there was one song where I made sure to just like cut loose. And this was it. Damn it!
We're both whooping now, but they're singular whoops. There's no whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, jump.
Is this all self-harm?
Well, Hugo does have some issues we've got to work through. And I got the finisher off that time, but he was already pulling away. There it is. Yeah, got it.
How often do you use Magic Burst in like regular combat?
Frequently. I've had multiple times where I got like the full 4 bursts off. I feel like a badass every time.
Should probably explain Magic Burst to the viewers.
Oh, so we might have missed that tutorial. Magic Burst is when you're playing as normal Clive. If you hit triangle immediately after like an attack lands, he will like throw out a fireball before the next sword swing. It's like optimizing your damage.
Yeah, we missed the entire tutorial at the beginning because the game was just like, oh, you don't need that.
Yeah, well, I was just like, I don't need the tutorial, so it skipped like all of the actual like fighting instead of like letting me just have the sparring man.
Yeah.
You can do it as if freak, but it actually works a little differently. Where if you get the burst off, it will actually end the combo with the burst finish.
Ah.
They are very flashy and very cool. They hurt.
I love that you have a move called Pyrosol.
Oh shit. I thought I was going to be able to hit it. Get miss! Ow. Well, there's another finisher, but it didn't matter because he wasn't there. Ah, damn. Come on, you big bitch. This game is such a fucking bop. Can I get that hand down?
That's why they released it on 9 fucking discs.
They really gotta like reform the black mages so that there could be like, you know, like they can put the black mages and the finals on stage together and, you know, explode the concert arena. Yeah. This is mine now. Fuck you! Oh my god. You're mine. How many times do I have to take these hands from you, KUPKA? Oh, right. How far does this go? Holy shit, like, look at this!
Man, this is just like the beginning of Saints Row 3.
Fucking turret sections. 0 out of 10. Worst game. Oh, that's coming at me. Come on. Come on and die. Come on. Come on. You're nothing. You're gonna die. Yeah, fuck you. Oh shit. There's another one. There's 2 more. Do we have a third? Catch! Oh wait, you can't. There we go. Rider kick!
Now I understand. Rider kick and a Rasengan. Oh, I was waiting, like, it was like, he still didn't lose health. What's going on? Where the fuck am I? Ah!
It just keeps going.
Blue.
Ow.
Ow. God damn, that didn't fucking damage.
Just holy shit! Like, how can you not think this is the coolest thing from 2023?
Flying tool. Christ, they admit it. I'm falling! You're falling! We're falling! You just smacked his ass. I love that he's just staggered in midair. It's great.
Oh, hit me. Rossfield hit me. That's the thought that gets him out of the stagger.
Did anyone get the number of that Rossfield?
Get close, bitch. Right, I got a dodge.
Yeah, that does seem like it would be the strategy, yes. Whoops! I see Earthshaker, and it makes me think of World Shaking. And I'm just thinking of KUPKA and a Sailor Guardian outfit.
No, honey.
You're smacking his ass again!
It's not my
and
fault.
his dick! And his taint!
Oh my god. Get fucked, KUPKA.
You staggered him and you beat his taint! Whee!
Jesus Christ.
It really is a Titan. It looks like he's from Attack on Titan. Yeah, that's gotta hurt a bit.
Ether, from your mother crystal. If you can do it.
What the fuck? What do we want to know? Phase 6? I love the game feels the need to tell you that this was a cinematic flash. I wouldn't have figured that out on my own. Oh, that one too?
Yeah! Woo!
Just kidding.
Phase 4! Oh.
2,000 EXP, that's all you get?
And 3 gold. Woo! God. That for good reason, to no one's shock, I bet, is like a lot of people's favorite fight in the game.
And technically, this isn't even the craziest one in there.
Nope. Oh hey, Mother Crystal. I mean, while I'm here, might as well.
Oh right, that is what I was here, kind of.
Not really, actually. Like, when he sets out, he's like, I'm not gonna destroy the Mother Crystal, I'm just gonna kill KUPKA.
Well, I mean...
And then it's right there, so he's just like, yeah, sure. Let's do it. Woo! Take that, global warming.
You're fixed now. Next, I'm gonna punch the hole in the ozone layer.
Ah. I can only imagine how much it must hurt to get Black to react like that.
Yeah.
Whew. Now I get to fight Liquid Flame again.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is
What's his nose
tainted
off screen?
with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
By absorbing Android 17
I
and
don't
18.
know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable.
Even walks weird.
You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Stick him, Torgal.
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Odd.
Thank you, Joshua.
Woof.
I evacuated all the people out of the palace.
They always listen to a Kutako.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea.
About that.
I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Quite literally, he ate them.
I'm so
Titan was
clever.
strong. Your Majesty,
mythos is stronger?
It's the Warrior of Darkness.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge.
It's 40 McButtface.
Clinging
I
fast
don't
to
like him.
affection, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
We'll need bazookas.
Almighty bazookas.
Hugo KUPKA, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
Yeah, I would never have such a weakness. Definitely not like an even weirder one. Oh, hey, look.
Sparkles.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
If only we had smartphones to record it.
Clive pulls out a tombstone he got in Eorzea. Click.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
What a nice guy.
You must consider
How
your
far has
health,
this girl walked?
Prince.
Lots. She's
If a show of
walked
force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin.
Maybe my dad's an ass.
For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing.
Empire
But
bad?
as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable.
Yes, unless addressed to you. And Edelgard is in charge.
But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
I mean, you know, the Empire was already there in that case. I'm sure if it wasn't, Edelgard wouldn't have been like, you know what we need? We need an empire.
Oh, hey, there's the scene that got this game banned in Saudi Arabia.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Terence.
We've been banned in Saudi Arabia.
You were my master. But alas,
I will always be your loyal servant.
And they were both bottoms. That's exactly what he's thinking about. Damn, we're both bottoms.
should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders.
What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Yeah.
Dude didn't even wait for him to turn around to salute and run the fuck off.
Yeah.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Yeah.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix.
Oh, hey, Erlina.
Yo.
You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony?
I don't
20?
remember.
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Yes.
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
God, Dion is cool. Like, oh man, great character, and just a cool guy. Now 2 cool people are in a room talking to each other. I hope it works out well.
I need the cutscenes to end so I can go pee. Woof.
I beat KUPKA.
It was me? I did that. Oh, thank God.
There was a phase 5. I took care of him. Go pee.
Yeah, did you want me to run an ad or? Okay.
Just run around and do things.
Oh God, my ass is asleep.
Oh man. Holy shit. Woo. The game is gonna slow down, I think.
What became of KUPKA?
Clive. Not saying for you, do you?
Make,
Anything else?
If the state of our coffers is anything to go by.
We got letters. Letters that unlock questers. Oh man. That was some intense horse shit. I love this game. But yeah, we are entering another slow part where we are gonna have another desert area soon. It's not exactly thrilling. We are gonna meet like a rather dashing, like Hispanic guy. That's cool. Like seriously, like he is a swashbuckler, and in like a less like dour game, he probably would be a party member.
Clive, you're back.
So do you remember how I said I wouldn't destroy the Mother Crystal?
And with glad tidings for once. Hugo KUPKA is no more.
Well, I'll be.
That makes my face happy.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen.
Glass up here?
I expect that was your
Yes,
doing as
please.
well, was it?
I'll get you one then.
Thank you.
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
Jill!
It's good to be back.
Jill. Yeah, Jill's on
You're
screen.
better.
I feel it. Which means
Rosie's
I'm coming
missing
on
Jill,
your
everybody.
next little adventure.
You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Alright, first though.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Do
Come
we
to
get
claim your
any
just
neat
desserts?
prizes? Yes.
All yours.
Oh, we're 10 renown away, damn
I may
it.
have more for you.
I am back. No, not Moogles!
We have much more hunts now.
Eve says, how could you do that to her? What is she replying to? What did you do?
Moogles? Maybe? I don't know. Oh. We have an S rank.
Oh, making me miss Jill. That's what she meant.
We will do these hunts at some point.
Jill.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Walooders.
The very same. But whatever plans KUPKA was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in storm before. The Walooders must have ferried them over from Ash. Why? Why to rescue KUPKA only to invade his home, the might of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus?
No.
One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
A bigger map.
The kingdom of Walood claims dominion over all.
Kingdom of Walood is very lewd.
It is a nation forged
Oh,
by
things
the
got
bloody
stuttery?
conquest of Barnabas
Huh.
Thom, the dominant
I'm not
of
dropping any
Odin.
frames or anything.
The Canvarian War of Independence in 849.
Is it still happening?
The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873.
It's better, apparently. Alright, whatever then.
Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Thom sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet Warlock Walood shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? Only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walood. It can hardly be for lack of men. Thom's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Walooder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
Me?
Neat.
In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed KUPKA. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has wanted to do just that by keeping an eye on Royalists.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports.
Yup.
Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo KUPKA is dead. The wounds he left that night are
Hugo
still raw,
KUPKA has been unalived.
especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally
He's
begin
ended
to
his
heal.
subscription to breathing.
Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be
He has been
sentimental.
booted off all of the island.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are...
I suppose we are.
Yep. Sure are. Good shit.
That went on a little long.
Yep. Have we got any, like, side quests?
Could have played Nat. Okay, I'll stop talking about that.
Oh, good crafting. Yay. I punched this rock off a KUPKA. Can you turn it into a sword? Torgal, KUPKA's dead. Oh, yeah, carry.
Wow.
KUPKA's alive.
Is it business or pleasure?
I think I can actually make like custom subscriber badges if I want, but I haven't come up with anything. I'd like to come up with like a fun Muranyaki design, but like anything you come up with just looks like a certain other purple cat VTuber, so
yeah.
Blackthorn. No. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. Under a new Sid. I'll try to live up to the name.
Oh, by the way.
What do you need? Saying fortune, do you?
do 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 do.
Boom.
You know, we were getting followers pretty frequently when we were like about to hit 50. We need to like come up with some reason why 60 is also really important.
Because we want more.
You heard it here first, folks.
Scratches.
Give us more. We want more.
More.
We came to see Torgo. Where's Torgo?
That it? Fine.
What's like? I mean, 60's not really like an iconic number or anything, but like, is there anything fun I could do for like 60 just for the fuck of it?
What?
Back, are ya? So
All of like the number related stuff I'm coming up with wouldn't work because I'm immediately going to like you could play Tetris or you could play F-099. I don't know why that relates to the number 60 other than that it is a number. Let me see if this sword looks cool. Whoa, I can change Ambrosia's? Oh yeah, that's cool. Forget about that one.
Isn't it weird that you always have to get off Ambrosia to fight, even though we know Ambrosia kicks ass?
Yeah. Hey, Tomes, KUPKA's dead. Bye. Fucking doors. They're like, no, you were gonna do this plot.
No.
Look, he's crying.
How dare you, you little shits.
Nerd!
With good reason, children. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right.
Oh, we wanted to learn. Fuck you.
I'm gonna put you into mine.
It does.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates. After
If you get to 64 subscribers, you'll play all of Superman 64. I don't think so.
About Mario 64.
I need to know what he is.
Maybe? I can do that. I haven't played Mario World yet, though. Just better get on that.
No. And not for want of trying. Not even the sort of...
But I saw him. With my
Well, speaking of Nintendo 64 games, I did want to do Pokemon Stadium at some point, but like, then Pokemon Red exploded.
Let's
You
see
guys
if
want me to
Ozzy
finish
has
that?
me.
Do you want me to go back to that, or?
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I
Films
don't
have to
believe
level you
you've
up.
read this particular chapter before. I have quite the find for you today.
You can play any N64 game you love the most.
Wish to
I
study the tomes?
don't love the N64.
I was reading an article today in Nintendo Force about the Zelda movie, and they kept being like, "Oh yeah, well, like, are they gonna do an original story or Ocarina of Time? Because that's like the most like beloved one." And I'm like, is it at this point? Like, there are probably more Zelda fans now than have ever actually played Ocarina of Time. If anything, Breath of the Wild is probably the most beloved one.
You barely sat down since you're just spreading the word.
Also, you don't have to adapt a specific one. It's the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, just make a Zelda.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she?
No.
Like,
was
just
right
use
there.
all the stuff that
but you
people
ain't
like. You
told.
could use
I can think
stuff
of
from
plenty of friends back
Ocarina,
at
but
the
you don't
old
have
harbor, at
to
least
do
I can see.
Ocarina straight up.
Yeah.
Well, when you do,
I guess it works decently as
sure
like
to
an
take me
origin
with you.
story if you just ignore
been
all
going
the
at
other
it
shit they
hammer and
belted on
tongs down
afterwards.
that
Yeah.
It's like, how did
Trying to do a father
Ganondorf
proud.
become Ganon?
I can't remember
Well,
the
become
last time
Pigman.
she
But
visited
but
the
how
old
do you
sod's
like
grave.
fit that into 2.5
Very well.
hours?
I'll suggest it.
Well, he just becomes the Pigman at the end.
The Legend of Zelda, Part 1. Please don't.
No, it's he turns in again at the end of Ocarina, doesn't he? For the final boss?
Yeah, but I'm thinking like you'd probably have to split it up into 2 parts to do like the kid and adult Link stuff. For great justice.
Well, they can just not have the time stuff and just make it, well, just start them as teenagers.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to be like, oh, he lives in a village where all the kids are kids forever, Peter Pan bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, you already don't really want to, like, you know, have, like, a bunch of child actors and then also have adult actors. Like, that's why in Little Women, they always take out the time skip.
Yeah.
If I don't come up with something soon.
I don't think Zelda should be a live
What do you
action
want?
movie. I'll say it straight
going
up.
to
I
visit
think it should have been
Sid.
Fair
animated. It
I
enough.
should
thought
be
you might like to
animated.
come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal
I
displacement
agree,
stack
but I
sorted.
don't think we would ever get an animated Zelda in the current climate that wouldn't make any sense.
Displacement stack.
Because it always
Yeah.
has to be like funny CGI bullshit.
Only
Yeah.
the fastest, finest
Which worked
ship
fine
the
enough
world
for
has
Mario,
ever
but
seen.
Mario?
The
Mario.
Enterprise.
It worked fine enough for Mario, but like that wouldn't work for Zelda. And then you know, it's just like, oh well, it's either that or live
All the
action.
vessels rely on the
Because
fickle
no other
winds to
options
drive them
exist
through the
according to
water.
fucking
Ours
Hollywood.
is
Yeah,
fitted with
in the
literal
same article,
engines.
man, I wish Ghibli
And
would have
those
made
things
it.
have
And I'm
got
just
more
like,
push than a
that'll
behemoth in a
never
bad
happen.
mood. And more
Because
heat than
Ghibli
all
is
the
not a
hells put
studio
together.
that, like, you know,
Which
makes
is where the
adaptations.
stack comes
Like,
in.
not of, like, video games.
I may have already talked some tight-lipped shit.
That would have been
into
like,
putting
man,
a whole
Ghibli
together
would have
for
done
me
a
in
great
little
adaptation
dockyard
of Sword
in
Art Online. I'm like,
But the stack's a bit more involved, so
no.
I'm building it here. Thing is,
Also, I'm thinking of like
so involved that
things
I'm
Ghibli
running
has done
behind
that
it,
are
sorting the whole
adaptations,
thing
and I
up
don't
over at
think
the
those are
shipyard.
typically like their highest
I'll come
rated
and see my dad, though,
movies.
when
Yeah,
I'm done.
like their new one, The Boy and the
Whatever that
Heron,
is.
is an adaptation of a book in the sense that they appear to have
anything I can
tossed
do to
out
help?
most of the book and
Good
done
old
their own
Clive.
thing.
I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making.
But yeah, like, you know, it like
The sack will be made up of
Ghibli
3
making a
major
Zelda
components.
movie would, like, I like
There's the
Zelda, but it would
plating
feel like an
here
insult to
that
Ghibli.
channels hot vapors
Like,
away
they're a
from
bit
the
too
engine.
prestige to just be like, you know, make a
The helm over the
Nintendo
top that
film.
disperses all that heat into the air.
This is real cool. Mechanics of engines.
A full suit of armor, then.
Sure.
Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plane. I've got the design. Show these to...
Alright. You're in probably the worst part of this very good game. Like I said, this is gonna be slow going, so maybe I'll like do some hunts, so we got like cool action-y shit happening. But first to Blackthorn.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Yeah. Oh, you were about to say something.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that N64 thing, and I'm just like, yeah, I didn't have an N64 as a kid. I have no nostalgia for it. I don't particularly like most of Nintendo's output on it. Like, I like Mario 64 just fine, but...
Amateur Twitcher? It's us!
Huh!
We're amateur Twitchers.
I don't have anything to say about that. I really fucking hate Ocarina of Time. I think it's awful.
I like it.
Sure.
Yeah, I played...
Lots of people do.
Yeah. I played Ocarina of Time 3D, the 3DS version. I can never go back and play the 64 version because it just looks terrible in comparison. Alright,
I don't really like Rare. What about Majora's Mask? Oh yeah, I love it when Ocarina is even more stupid. Like, if I liked Ocarina's gameplay in the first place, Majora's Mask could probably work. It's just like this like crazy thing. Like, I respect what it's trying to do. It's just I don't like the gameplay style of 3D Zelda.
Used to?
Just don't let them.
He wouldn't do that.
Or the way that any of these games are freaking paced, and Majora's Mask certainly doesn't help there.
Oops. I missed out on a chance to take Gav with us for a thing, but he shouldn't have cock blocked us. He gets.
I don't really like Rareware games most of the time, so I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I got Banjo-Kazooie, you know. There's just not really anything there for me on that console most of the time.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm checking the thing.
Smash Bros? I already did Smash Bros. I unlocked everything in it. Igumbo Cup.
What level are we? Level 32. Okay, I'll play Desert.
I would do Castlevania 64, but
all the fucking way over there. Holy
still, it's a little early for that.
Take a sniff, good sir.
You.
Come on, what's that?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. I've seen people be. I have seen like the typical, you know, question of just like, if Clive's the savior of the realm, why is he doing chores? And it's just like, nobody knows who he is. He keeps a deliberate low profile, and the people who do know are like, hey, you want me to keep supporting you? Do shit for me.
It really seems like all the N64 games that I actually want to play are like dependent on me doing other stuff first.
Come on. Alright, so, as you can see...
unless I want to play Cruisin' USA.
The quests are all this way, we're not going that way. We're gonna go all the fucking way to the north.
North! North! North!
North!
North!
North! I don't even know if we have Torgal with us. Torgal, are you here? Oh yeah, okay.
I do remember... Oh, wait, F-Zero X is a really good game, though. Yeah. I do like that one. Until you get to, like, the hard mode stuff, because then it's just, like, insane. Because you can just literally not freaking outpace the other racers, no matter how well you do, and you have to start doing... Like, all I can find online is just, like, this insane, like, fucking shit that feels like an exploit. I'm just like, I don't want to play the game at that point.
I would like to play Mario 64 at some point. Finished Mario 1 like a month ago, I think, for the first time. Save states were involved, of course, but like at some point I want to finish Mario 3. I got decently far into it before I got to like a level where I was just like, I have no fucking clue what I'm supposed to do here.
Well, maybe we should do Mario World soon, so that it won't be like weird and out of order.
You deserve a rest.
Alright, Gamera, it's time to pay. Vestitokalon. Vestitokalon. Rawr! That's This is straight up like a way, way, way prettier version of the Adamant voice models from 14. Get that water. You're in a desert.
Mario Kart 64. I feel like I'm like, you know, just being horribly biased here, but that's like my least favorite Mario Kart. I don't know why, it just feels really weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love Mario Kart DS. Mario Kart DS is
yeah.
You know, another thing about the N64 is, at the time it was the only console to have, like, texture filtering. Which was like, oh, look, now it's not all pixely, and I'm just like, I hate it. I fucking hate this!
Ow, 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 I was gonna try and precision dodge.
You started getting, like, fucking bilinear filtering on textures in PC games, and it just made everything look really fake and weird. It makes everything so soft. Like, there's even, there's, like, people starting to realize that that's kind of crap now. So you got, like, people arguing, what's the purest way to play Half-Life? Because if you played it with a 3D accelerator card back in the day, which you would, people bought those cards to play Half-Life, you would have had filters on, but now people are like, it's kind of ugly. And then they turn it off.
Oh shit.
Now, maybe, you know, I do want to get an N64 again at some point. I owned one when I lived in the Netherlands. Because I do think it's interesting. It's just that, like, a lot of the stuff where people are like, oh, that's what the N64 is all about. And I'm like, not for me.
Yeah, I keep thinking back to, like, Scott the Waz's talking about, like, the N64, and he's just like, if you collect for the N64, you're getting the same games as everybody else.
Yeah. I think maybe what it is just like, I don't feel like, you know, I like, when I stream, I like to be efficient and knowledgeable about things wherever I can, and I just don't feel like I can really do the N64 justice as I am. I'd have to, like, on my own time, just, like,
play it.
Yeah.
Good play. Ah! Doing a thing.
And, like, I get the part of the appeal of, like, you know, milestone things, follow a milestone, just like, oh, I'll do this thing I wouldn't otherwise do, but...
That'll make me happy.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think it'll be very entertaining for me to play something I don't like. Like, unless it's like a shitpost thing, like the SAO milestone goal. Earlier it says limited time I had on the N64 was all about Super Smash Bros. Pretty great. Yeah, I do like Smash 64. I think because Smash often represents like the previous generation.
Yeah.
Like when you played Melee on the GameCube, that was all like N64 representation on there. And Smash 64 had a lot of like SNES stuff where, like, you know, first of all, Samus is here.
Yeah.
And it's playing like the Brinstar music from the NES game, like the classic.
What the hell happened to Torgal? He just got launched into the air.
And I'm pretty sure like Ocarina was already a thing by then, but like Link still just felt like he was representing all of Zelda.
Yeah.
You know, Pokemon had just blown up, so it just feels like this really cool time capsule for me. But then it's like, yeah, here's Ness from Earthbound, because people know who that is, you know. Damn!
So much more luck doing this.
I think you broke that thing's jaw doing that, man.
You're gonna break a lot more than its jaw. Fucking shit. Terrible.
Kind of interesting. Among the many things that Sega fucked up in that generation, one of them was like, oh, the Saturn didn't have any of their like famous IP. Nintendo wasn't the best with that either in that generation.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, you got Mario and Zelda, and then, you know, a bunch of Pokemon side games at least.
You got, like, an F-Zero, but no Metroids.
Yeah, no Metroid, no Fire Emblem, no Earthbound.
Yeah.
Just quite a bit of stuff wasn't really there, and you know, granted, they wanted to make Earthbounds and Fire Emblems for the 64, and I think it's even been mentioned that like a Metroid 64 was something they were thinking about, and then just couldn't figure out how to do it because they're like, Metroid in 3D, that'll never work.
Woo.
And like, fuck knows, the N64 wasn't good at 2D because that was also texture filtered and it looked like garbage.
It should have stayed in its shell.
Like, I guess it kind of works for like a pre-rendered game like Yoshi's Story, but who the hell cares about Yoshi's Story? It's a game that's like for 4-year-olds, like actually.
Yeah. Just looking around, seeing if there's like other hunts I could easily get to.
And also just, you know, the horrible third-party support on the N64 meant that, like, a lot of stuff you would associate with Nintendo was not there. You know, Mega Man was not there, Final Fantasy was not there.
Yeah.
They were on PlayStation. And Mega Man was even on a Saturn, which was crazy.
Oh, we can't do that guy yet. So...
And I guess the GameCube still kind of has some of those problems of just, like, the IP not being there, but at least I'm very nostalgic for that. And, like, it was the place to play Sonic, and some of those games were good.
Hey, honey, do you think I should really try and fight something out of my weight class?
Sure.
Run
All
like
right.
the wind.
Let's do it. I got 2 potions, 3 high potions, full limit break bar.
Look, I guess it's always easy to say, well, okay, well, if Nintendo is representing Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon, then what the fuck else do you want? But if you don't like all of those, then already you're just like, big chunk gets taken out of your, like...
Where's my Ice Climber 64?
Oh, God.
Let us feast on your flesh.
So this guy's 6 levels above me. Let's see if I can do it.
Look, I'm like not a Zelda fan by and large, and when it comes to platformers, Mario's never been my favorite. I just think it's pretty cool. And some of those games are nostalgic, but... And then when it comes to newer systems, like, I don't even care about Pokemon anymore,
yeah.
So...
Yeah, any kind of like gameplay I would use Pokemon for, I can get from like Persona or Mega 10, which also like just gives me more of a story to enjoy too. Yeah! Fuck off!
But yeah, like, I'm an insane person, so don't listen to me. I like Castlevania 64. I know it's terrible, but that's kind of why I like it.
Yeah, we all have things like that where like, I know this is bad, I like it, fuck you. Oh, my ass. God, I was done. Fuck it, fuck you, fuck your meter, fuck you.
Oof. Alina says they like Witcher 1's combat, which is apparently an insane thing to think. I remember that just kind of, like, I found it inoffensive when I played it. Granted, I didn't get anywhere close to finishing Witcher 1, so, you know. maybe that's damning it with faint praise, but
too bad. I'll take it. Oh, that's nice, and automatically put me back into the center of the circle.
Get him! Just give 5 and medium power boost.
God, I just love how much oomph that, like, downward hit has.
Hey guys, I know what to do when I got 64 followers to play a Jaguar game. That's not a serious thing. Got Torgal, bro. Ooh. Ow. Too slow.
No! Close. Yes!
Yeah! Get his ass. How much health does this fucker have?
I am 6 levels below him, so...
Oh, your limit break's almost full again.
Yeah. Probably not gonna need it. Let's the spokes. No? Woo!
I dodged into it to dodge out of it.
Die already! Yeah!
You did it!
Oh, man.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
You're my sport. I avoided that guy a bunch on my first playthrough, and here I'm just like, ah, no, fuck him. Whoops.
Mother Crystal.
Maybe I should make my goal 69 followers.
Nice. What am I doing in this area? Search for the assistant. Okay. Ah, shit, he's meditating.
Safe.
Alright, man, cut the Buddhist shit out. How did that dome form naturally?
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker said...
Certainly not a baker. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
If I see the guy who did this, I'll kill him.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her.
Try a different trade, like streamer.
Perhaps
Oh, fine, I'll
you
go
could
bake.
Express yourself in your work. If you missed...
Recapture it?
Wait, I'll make a cake.
I have to get back to the bakery, right?
Wait.
Are you happy in your work?
You only needed an escort then.
Do you never ever shirk?
Oh my god.
But you weren't expecting that.
No, I wasn't.
I don't even care that no one's gonna get that. You got it, and I love you.
Oh, I love you too. I'm so happy you made that joke.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
Fancy fries for table 4. Last call for pizza logs. Last call for pizza logs.
Don't make me hungry, man.
It's okay, you don't like the pizza logs at the store.
Oh, that's true, I don't.
I do, however, so maybe one day I'll like buy you a pizza or something or some shit, and I'll buy myself pizza logs. Pizza logs. Damn it, no, I'm hungry. No!
Are you looking for something in particular?
You're much nicer than my normal potion person.
An excellent choice.
I'm gonna start coming here from now
My
on.
thanks.
Yeah, sure, I'll stack up.
Here you are. Fare you well.
Poor girl, was she coming on to me? Oh, I was gonna go do that quest, but fuck it, we're doing this now.
By the way, I did this poll.
Let's go.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
About which version of Rayman 2 I should play. And it ended in a draw. Fuck you.
So, which version are you personally more interested in, or were you just undecided and that's why the poll happened?
Yeah.
Alright.
If I already knew what I wanted to do, why would I do a poll? That's stupid.
Alright, so give me the pros and cons, I'll be the tiebreaker.
Alright, so the PC version is the one I grew up with.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously it would have the most nostalgia. That's kind of the baseline.
Yeah.
So the Dreamcast version, which was the other option, it makes some improvements. Like, I hear that, you know, like, level design's been tweaked a bit. The final boss seems to be less of a shit. Because from all videos I've seen, he doesn't do the rising lava bullshit.
And this is the PC version?
No, this is in the Dreamcast version. But on the other hand, it does also just, like, change some stuff straight up. Like, instead of the cool, like, Portal world map, you've got, like, a more, like, Crash Bandicoot-looking one, from what I see. So it's a bit less nostalgic. So that's why I was just kind of like, okay, do people want the nostalgia angle, or do they want this other version that, you know, is a little bit different, possibly a smoother experience overall? Because, you know, for the OG Rosie viewers, you may remember that I spent literal hours trying to beat that final boss and then cheated. Because fuck that. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's like a glitch or something, but like in the Dreamcast version, like he still says the line about making the lava rise, but it doesn't seem to happen. Like, I heard about that in a review, and then I looked up footage, and yeah, it also just generally looks like the arena, like the tunnels are bigger, so you don't have that issue as much.
I'd say play the Dreamcast version. You've done your time with the PC one.
Yeah. Dreamcast one also has native widescreen. I'll have to figure out how that even works.
So there we go. Dreamcast version it is. Need water before I kill these animals.
So I'll have to buy that and then figure out how to make it run on my Dreamcast, because I have a A filthy European Dreamcast. With a blue logo.
Ripple Kit.
Because Rayman 2 is like a million versions and they're all different.
Right over the packages. Let me introduce you to mine. Waken wins!
Talon NTSC. Yeah, like that part's not a problem on the Dreamcast because I think like games can just run in PAL 60, and I tested it with the upscaler and that seemed to work fine. It's just that like it's not region free out of the box, so I gotta like figure out like a boot disk thing. But yeah, the whole regional video crap has caused me no end of pain.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And then there was one.
Oh shit.
But, like, ultimately, like, NTSC works better for gaming because, one, the frame rate is simply higher, and also, that's what most games were designed for, so PAL is always going to be the one with all the problems. It's just that I didn't want to sell, like, everything I had when I moved to the States.
Yeah.
And then you end up with all this bullshit.
Yeah! Oh, he's just in a move. He won't let me do the break. There we go. Tommy Rose. Missed.
I wonder if, like, in the PAL NTSC debate, French people would come in and be like, "No, C-Cam!"
You know they would, they're French. Ha-ha! Order!
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh, piss off! I hate that.
Yeah, I think a lot of the games I streamed early on I want to review, because even if I do have recordings, which is not always true, they're just not very good. Streaming out of a room at my parents' house, I have to be quiet at night. Knopf is like a distorted voice from across the ocean. Whew! Like, I think the only older streams that I might still use are... Well, I'm going to use that East Oath and Flagana stuff, because, you know, we can just pick up back on that. Actually rendered the first episode of that and sent it off to Eve. To, like, make sure I didn't, like, miss anything weird in there.
Yeah.
And, maybe the Tenchu one. Because that was, like, right after Castlevania Lament of Innocence, which I did upload.
Good work, Torgal.
But, you know, it's just me being fucking horrible at a From Software game, so I don't know how desirable that is.
Come on.
Though I think the final boss fight is, like, part of rosy history. The Umbrella Man.
That just sounds like a bad horror movie. The Umbrella Man.
It sounds like it could work as like a sort of Hitchcock thriller kind of thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Being horrible at FromSoft games is supposed to be part of the experience. Yeah, but like, I'm not that sort of masochist, so I will just be like, oh, I'm bad at this, I'm gonna stop. I am not then gonna be like, oh yeah, bust my balls.
Hit me harder. I'm just, like, avoiding the main quest because there's another hunt.
Enough of you.
And I like playing the combat.
Like, I've never understood the whole, like, no, if they put in easy mode, that would ruin it. And it's just like, why? Because you'd have to stipulate what difficulty you played on to make your dick not shrink?
It's because the only way those people can ever feel like they have a big dick is by playing a video game. It's the same thing with turn-based, like, combat. The only people, the people who are the most absolutely gung-ho about turn-based combat, who think that's the only thing FF is about, are just trying to feel smart. And the only way they can feel... Oh, shit.
Mistakes.
The only way they can feel smart is by, like, playing a honestly not that difficult turn-based combat system. It's just like, oh boy. Like, they'll talk about all the depth in FF5 and all the crazy things you can do, and I'm like, that's nice and all, but let's be honest, at the end of the day, you're just gonna use the rapid-fire Spellblade shit. The same way everybody kills Neo X Death. It's like, oh, but in Final Fantasy VI, I'm like, you're telling me you're not just gonna go in with a bunch of Ultima spamming and sabbing?
I just don't understand why you want to, like, gatekeep that. Like, you wouldn't want, like... Because, like, if a bunch of people play on easy mode, a bunch of people are then also going to be like, oh, hey, I understand how to play the game now and have fun. Now I'm going to play on a higher difficulty.
I should have gotten the for that one, because I can use that one here.
You could even do the classic thing of, like, oh, well, you can't access all the content in easy mode or something, you know? Like freaking Toho. Like there's a meme, there's a Toho meme about easy mode, and it's making fun of people that like mock easy mode. Because it's like these like mean girls going like, easy mode. And it's like, yeah, often in easy mode in Toho, I think you can get like fight like the true final boss or something, or you can unlock certain things.
Yeah.
But it's a good way to start if you're like not good at these games, because you have to learn certain basics, and some Toho games have like weird mechanics that you might need to get used to. It's good. It's in there because you should use it if you need to.
It's over.
Hunt. Slay.
It's like when people complain about Street Fighter getting simplified, and it's just like...
Yeah, how dare Capcom want to have more people play their game?
Why would you not want more people playing fighting games? Like,
Yeah.
if you're a big fighting game fighting game fan, you should understand that it's really important to get new blood in a competitive scene.
Yeah?
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto?
Otto's dead because we kept him waiting from having to do all the hunts. Yeah, there is a hunt available right now we are not going to do because that one is level 45. And I'm not that confident.
Sorry I'm late.
There was all these animals I had to kill. It was bitching.
I had a quick scab. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his
Look at that
Stardust
water.
stuff's a
Yeah.
good idea.
I love how you
just
just say
like
that every time.
Ain't for any old.
Every time we see the water, we're just like,
Well spotted.
wow.
Oh, I gotta go farther down.
It's so blue. You don't normally see water that blue in just like nature, right?
Yeah.
Straight home now.
From the desert?
It's a very fast bird. Clive, big. There we go.
So this is Stardust.
Tastes good.
It just looks like black sand to me.
That's because it's black sand, Clive. You're picking up the wrong stuff. How much longer do you want to go for?
Let's see. I mean, I could play this game fucking forever. Do you want to go for another hour?
No.
Oh. Okay. Half an hour then?
Sure. Is that I can't really like. I'm off my meds. You know, I've explained this on stream before. And I'm just watching you play.
Yeah.
So I can't really like marathon it
Yeah.
at that point.
Where is the last? Ah, there it is.
That should be enough for now.
I'm getting hungry, so.
Let's see how Otto's getting on.
I shoveled today, and that shit's heavy.
You're my shovel knight.
Wow. Yay.
How much did you get?
Enough.
One. It's
Five.
Just a little single grain of it.
5 grains.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't
And
see Blackthorn.
he's got black gloves, so you can't even see it.
Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
You picking up sand.
You idiot.
He sucked
The
at
way
it.
you carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Don't give over. You're making me blush. All I did
I just want to go swim in that water.
over despair. I gave
It's
you
really
a chance.
refreshing.
Yes. But you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for. Just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back. All this crap.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets...
Right. Ready Ready to go home, boy?
Camera just pans over and Torgal's just like, you have a moment? Alright. Yeah, we're going back there.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Just this way.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Okay, yeah, bloody murderer and breaker. We're not doing that one. Okay, I can do that sometime. Give me more thing.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Absolutely, yes. Ability points. Ooh, ability points.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Oh shit, you know what I think I can do, actually? Alright, everybody, you ready to get nuts? Oh, oops. Alright. I've been using a bunch of Titan. We're getting rid of Titan. We're going to put remove there. And then we're going to take these Garuda abilities and get rid of them for the Titan abilities because they're now maxed out. This is the cool shit that you can do with this. Oh, I got to like swap these back out for like the Titan things. Or the remove things. Which one do I want?
This is the cool shit. Anyway.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, sure. Damn, I'm kind of like a little bummed we're not going to get to play around with that now. Yeah, we are achieving part of my endgame setup. Because later we're going to get an ability that will basically, like, once we get them to the halfway on the stagger meter, will one-shot them the rest of the way. Oh, you're not Jill. I saw, like, the general, like, white sleeves with vest thing and thought Jill.
You don't even recognize your own wife?
Yeah.
Should we chatting?
Oh, really?
Do it again.
Well, Eve is Eveing.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together.
Oh my
then.
goodness, I can't even read this whole thing.
Almost
So if you've got
countries
other
are
things to be
Rosie,
getting on with,
the Grand
I can
Duchy
do
of
without you
Rosie
breathing
Rosa,
down my neck.
the Holy Empire of Neon Breck, the Neon Nekian Republic,
Goodness.
the Kingdom of Wowloon.
And the kid. The Iron Kingdom doesn't get a name because extra fuck those guys.
I dig it.
I don't know why this is highlighted in red, but I love that. I'm glad it is.
If you need anything.
Oh, it's because it like you said Rosie Rosa, so I'm tagged in it. That's why I did that. I'm gonna screenshot that to look at it later because I love this comment. Kingdom of Wowlood.
That's just how Eve reacts to things. Wow, lewd.
Whenever she looks in the mirror, I'm sure.
Just started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I gotta be very careful with skipping through dialogue because I don't want to miss out on Jill content.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be
Excellent.
so
The helm, of course, for this.
salvage from.
Ah, but we
I'm sorry.
just so happen. What's the name?
What's her name?
Hello, what's her name?
Oh, Sid. Here.
Neat. Let off some steam. Where we go now?
Good day to you.
Yep.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
We had to dig a new cellar.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village.
Kill them.
Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched.
They are, but
it
by
may
me.
be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether
Are
more
businesses
dangerous.
closed on MLK Day?
Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you
Well,
might
which ones are you thinking of?
I was wondering if we could go out for breakfast or something tomorrow.
We probably could. I know our preferred place in, my hometown.
You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostring. Listen to their tales.
I was thinking Denny's
and
or
make
something.
what you will of
Just
them.
take a drive up to Denny's?
All right.
Yeah.
I will.
Eve says, "Oh hey, this asshole." For great justice. That is it is an arcane meme. That
for great me.
Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Navigate my way around this place. Man, a village built around, like, a fallen airship is such a cool idea.
Yeah.
Like, props to whoever came up with that one. Like, good work.
Eve's got so many icons.
And take that sock off your head.
She's a warrior of Rosie Rosa.
The chief elf knight.
Elf knight, elf knight.
Oh man, I remember back in D&D when elf was a class. And by remember, I mean I've read about it.
Do you have a moment?
I was not there for that. Oh, that's cool. Well, you don't have to ask everybody. If you find the one person who has, like, the actual information, it'll just, like, boop, go there.
What do you say, Toggle? Shall we go and investigate?
Oh, could I eat people?
No.
What about the bad ones? Okay, fine. Torgal, I'm surprised you'll eat the bad ones. I thought, like, they would, taste bad. Well, if the good people tasted good, I'd be eating them. Bark, bark.
You there.
The tree?
Fuck.
Oh.
Get them before they escape.
Oh, hey, Nazis!
Black shields.
Sweet.
Here.
Not that we get. All that matters to us is that you don't leave alive.
Eve says she's like Clive, just covered in batches.
I always get amused every time I see that Torgal has like a projectile attack now. Oh! Bitch! You're gonna pay for that.
I think the audio stuttering is because Chrome-based applications are garbage and take up way too much fucking resources.
God, yeah, I remember.
Should start using Firefox.
Yeah.
Are they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
What were you saying before that?
If I Well, we're already halfway to, like, having to go to the main quest thing, so I'm gonna pick that up. Okay.
We said something about remembering something.
Yeah, I remember, like, pulling up my task manager at one point to see what was going on and seeing just how much info, like, Chrome was taking up, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, genuinely, like, I don't understand, like, Chrome.
Straight home.
I love that if you, like, hover over a tab in Chrome now, it'll tell you how much RAM it's taking up, and it's just like, this is more RAM than my computer had when I was a kid.
Yeah.
For this one page.
I want to be able to do the quest, but the plants followed me. Fuck you, plants. I'm Clive Weedkiller Rossfield.
Anyway, once we,
Oh,
once we build our new PC, we'll have less trouble with that, because not only will it be way better, but we'll also be splitting what this machine is doing into 2 machines.
Yeah.
Questination.
Anybody home?
I'm gonna have to kill something, aren't I? Surprise!
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Let's kill him.
It just says unwanted visitor.
No.
It feels like a joke from Burr Notice or something. You've never seen that show, have you?
I don't think so, no.
Nice try.
It's cool because it was like a Miami Vice type thing, but it was made in 2000.
My Garuda Claw, and I'd use it right now.
Like whenever a character of the week gets introduced, they get like a little like freeze frame caption thing, and sometimes they do jokes with that.
Ow.
Where the caption is just like precisely how someone described that person, even if it's, you know, not flattering. And it's got Bruce Campbell in it.
Neat! Oh, right, my new thing. Jesus Christ, where did this stagger meter go already? Yeah! Fuck your area of effect. I have fist. There's a brief pause there, and that was just me being like, I want to hit limit break for this guy. Is he worth it? I can do it to a laser beam! That's awesome! Ow, my eye!
Man, everything always goes bing when you kill it.
Yeah, there's little bells in all of the monsters. And KUPKA.
Like, am I gonna make that noise when I die?
No. You're not a monster.
The things I do for you,
Oh.
Mid.
Yay!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed.
All right.
God. The combat just feels good.
Yeah.
Especially that parry ability. That's just fucking so much fun.
He says that was a Yakuza-style counter into freeze-frame multi-punch. Yeah, but he didn't throw a bike, so I don't think it counts.
You're gonna be seeing a lot of that. I was actually just thinking the other day, I was like, man, should we stream Yakuza 0 sometime?
Ooh, that'd be fun. Then I can finally play it.
Yeah? Or Judgment, which I also really want you to play, because, oh my god,
Good
that
day
game
to
is
you.
good. There was a brief moment in time where I knew how to play poker because Judgment was such a good game.
But not Mahjong.
Not Mahjong, fuck Mahjong.
I should... Okay, I swear to God.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I will try one more time to learn Mahjong. Because I want to do more like NES games, and I was looking at like, okay, what are early NES games that I didn't cover in the launch title stream? And of course it's fucking Mahjong, right? Because of course the Japanese are just gonna be like, I see you have a machine. It needs Mahjong. It needs like 5 different Mahjong
The
games.
former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque.
Share dog of the Rossfield family, Cosimo Torgal.
I don't understand. Why him?
I'm just imagining, like, you know, like, Kiryu
I
fucks his way
suppose it
into
is
an
better that
office,
you know
then, like, the chair's turned away from him, and then it swivels and Torgal's just in the chair with, like, a tie.
The injustice of this world. I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own.
Oh my god, Yoshi P, please give us the Torgal tie DLC item.
To the very cells into which
But everybody in
they had thrown
fancy
blameless
suits.
innocence.
Except Jill, she gets a nice dress.
Men to whom the law was but a scourge.
I think Jill could kick ass in a suit.
She could, but don't you want to see
And
Jill in a
throughout,
really nice
It
dress?
was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in
What
the
if
quest
put
to
Lord
see
Byron in
justice
a dress?
done.
So what changed?
That's his
I
undercover
discovered that he
appearance.
hunted errors for sport.
He doesn't even
I was a
shave.
fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more
Oh
than
yeah,
a facade,
Quentin's talking about the guy he
a
wants to
means of
kill.
ridding himself of his rivals, a mask
Who was, you
to
know,
hide the rot
a
beneath.
high-ranking dude who abused
I
laborers,
filed
of
suit
course.
against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones.
Once again, he's just
my
like, you know,
livelihood.
yeah, I used the legal means, and then they didn't care because violence
Once
trumps
held
that.
that any modicum of justice
Let me
might
just
be
stare at the
achieved
camera
through
while
the
explaining
courts.
this.
So I set about enacting
So,
the
like,
end.
this is why Quentin
Tracked down
is secretly
every soul
cool,
who
because he's
served
just
him
like, oh, I want justice.
and slit their throats.
I have to make it
myself.
happen.
But
Let me
the
sharpen
man
some
himself
knives.
Proved an altogether more difficult target. With money
Eve says,
and
aha,
power
you must be the
comes
legendary dragon of Dogjima.
So I saw that I
Woof.
would need an army of my own.
I cure you.
I
You have
came here
sausages?
to Lostwing and began
I cure you,
recruiting
of course,
like-minded
as
individuals.
sausages.
Yeah.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts, seen faultless friends sent to the
I
gallows
loved when
to spare
Kiryu
the
beat the
guilty.
shit out of a guy for stealing a
All
kid's
under the
Dragon Quest
watchful eye
game.
of the Lord Chief
Yeah,
Justice.
that quest is
Our
so fun.
wounds are the same.
And then at the end, the kid runs up. It's like, you got my game,
cause
Dad?
is the same. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous. What we did not know until now, how...
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless...
Unless what?
My friends and
Unless
comrades,
what?
It begins. Make ready for war.
Yeah,
Against this one man.
So, well, this one man who has the black shields working for him now.
Ah.
Yeah, so, like, Quentin's whole thing is, he built this entire village.
He built this city.
Entirely so he and everyone there could kill one asshole. I respect that commitment. Bravo, good sir. Okay. Let me pick up the next quest and then call it there. I want to do it before I forget because I think it will involve some Jill.
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 Hi, Jill.
I haven't had any Jill intake today because I was out of the room.
Yeah. Jill, would you like me to pick up tickets for Barbie? Actually, I'd rather watch Oppenheimer.
Fine. I'll go with Torgal.
Mid might need some help.
Goes, sits down, looks over, Benedicta.
Come up with something soon.
Oh, this is awkward.
Helena has recovered.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remain.
Right.
How so?
The plating's in, which is what a prison. I thought I tripped the helmet, honey.
Well, if I
This is just how Clive hears all of this.
It's just and then Clive's just like, yeah, I'll go get the thing.
Torgal, what did you want me to get? What did you to get the shielding?
Woof. Torgal, did you write that down? Yes.
Eve as Quentin. No, as like a guy talking to him. But sir, I thought you hired me as a civil engineer. I built you an entire sewer system. Yes, a sewer system for revenge.
Why do you think I'm gonna drown the guy?
I've been collecting all of your shit for this purpose.
You see, the gallows will drop him into a pit of shit, but the pit is so deep that he won't actually hit the bottom, so he will be hung in a pit of shit.
You ever hear about that latrine incident?
No.
It was like in the Middle Ages. A whole bunch of nobles got together, and the floor collapsed, and they all fell into the shit below and drowned.
Nice.
They literally drowned in shit.
I think Eve has. That or she likes my hung in a pit of shit idea.
The Erfurt latrine disaster. There you go.
Oh my god. See, I hear the name. I hear the word latrine, and I think of Robin Hood Men in Tights, which has a character named Latrine. She's a witch. And at one point, Prince John is just like, that's a interesting name your family's got there, Latrine. What do you mean? How did you come by it? And she's like, we changed it. And he's just like, wait, you changed it to latrine? Yeah, it used to be shithouse.
Steal alike. And you made a home here from
we have, but Bardolph must. I see.
Early Grigori before it Eichiften.
Where's the Jill?
Yeah,
oh, here. There's Jill. Yeah,
I
sorry.
was gonna say something about Tomes not being Jill, but then Jill was there, so now I don't need to mind.
Be very
so you
careful.
need a hand, do you?
We do.
I'll go get
I'll be heading
KUPKAs.
to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
Another can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
No.
Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I want to know what those two
Either
talk
of
about
these
when
fine
nobody else
young
is
minds will
around.
prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Hey Bennett, letting off Steam 3.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flame.
So,
I know
Clive,
Commando's a good
have
movie.
you made your decision?
You don't need to reference it
accompany
every
you
time
on
you
your
see the
visit.
phrase letting off steam.
Okay. Gotta make sure I'm hitting the right option here.
Why would you not pick Jill?
So
If you're an
then, what do you need
asshole?
to find?
I have
Is
taken
that the
liberty
asshole
preparing
option?
I guess if you really like Tarya, and I do quite like Tarya, she's got spunk.
Put Jill!
Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible.
That's the best
I would
part.
have
It's
thought
an
the
engine you
ingredients would
can
be a little
eat.
more exotic.
Though these items may seem so much now,
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
Did
I'll
you hear
set
all
out
that,
now.
Clive?
Join me there when you're ready.
I will.
Clive Vision is just looking
Until
at
then.
Jill with Dreamweaver playing.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Alright.
Pie.
Okay, that's a good place to stop, I think.
Alrighty.
Whew.
Man, I'm hungry.
Well, good thing we're going to my family's.
Yeah, but and we still gotta wait for them to make dinner.
Well, I'll find something over there for you to snack on. Oh, yeah. Let's just, save real quick as we tend to do.
Yes!
But yeah, oh, man. That Titan fight, though. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, it's so good.
Yeah.
I want to upgrade that. Yeah, let's upgrade like.
Any final thoughts on today's streaming?
Well, when we come back next time, we can get like right out of the slow part of the game. This, and then into like no, never mind. We got to do the deserts. So like we will do cool things sooner or later. You know, let me just like grab that.
We'll just have to find more crazy shit to talk about.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. We're gonna be recording. Do you want to take a crack at recording the podcast tomorrow?
Yeah, I asked you to do that if we would do that.
We're recording the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
It'll be great. Really. Like we're gonna have quite the anime to talk about. Like we got some surprises.
Anime to talk.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta save the game again because I bought things.
I can't become unangry. Okay, there we go.
You're just so mad about not as much Jill content.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on like how long we stream next week, we could be getting to another like stupid awesome boss fight, but maybe not. Like who knows? Time and stuff. I hope people are enjoying this game, watching it, loving the story. God knows we do, even if we like riff on it sometimes.
I mean, that's just gonna happen when we play a game on stream. Like, if you just wanted to see it yourself, go buy a fucking PS5 or wait for the PC port.
Yeah.
You know? With that being said, thank you all very much for watching. We'll be back next week with Zelda, Commander Keen. I'm gonna try that again.
Ooh, yeah.
And more of this game right here. I think I'm just gonna play Commander Keen like in DOS because I feel like that fan port is just too much of a hassle.
Yeah.
So that's that. Don't forget to tell all your friends about Rosie so we can get those followers. Follow me on these things down here as well if you haven't already. Rosie rolling out!
Bye bye.
Woof.
Woof. Woof. From now on, every boss fight has a secret phase we don't get to see that's actually Torgal finishing them off.
Yeah.
Even the fights he's not there for.
Yeah. Where's episode Torgal?